observing a striking sound. And at the same time, at that particular sound, during that particular sound, what happens is the cam follower does not follow the cam. So that particular phenomena is known as a jump speed. Please let me repeat once again. So as the cam is following the follower, or the follower is following the cam, when the camshaft rotation is increased, what happens? The speed of rotation of camshaft increases, the speed of rotation of cam will increase, and at one particular speed, what happens is the follower does not follow the cam. At that point of time, you will be getting a striking sound, beep sound, striking sound. So that striking sound at which the follower does not follow the cam is known as a jump speed. So orally we are going to observe that the follower at one point of time, the follower does not follow the speed, does not follow the cam. That means at one particular speed, during one particular speed, after the speed, one particular speed is achieved, the follower does not follow the cam, and at that point of time, you are going to have a striking sound. So that phenomena is known as a jumping speed. Now we are going to switch on this, and we are going to increase the speed. This is a variable speed. Now here what is happening? The follower follows the cam. The follower is following the cam rotation. But at one point of time, as I increase the speed, what happens is approximately 300 speed you are getting. Follower is not following, jump speed you are getting. You are getting jump speed at 300, approximately 1100. Yes. So this jump speed phenomena can be observed. So we have to be very careful where whenever the follower is following the cam, there is not a jump speed. At one particular speed, you can increase as you increase the speed. At one particular speed, what happens is the follower will not be in contact with the cam, and at that point of time, you will be getting a striking sound. So that phenomena is known as a jump speed. Here we have taken the jump speed as in between 1100 to 1200 RPM. The jump speed you are going to get. So that depends upon the power fluctuations and all. That is also possible. So with this, the experiment is concluded, and we can see the results actually. See, in this experiment, when the cam angle is rotated from 0 to 30 degrees, the vertical displacement is 0.3. So that means from here to here, so that means when the cam angle is rotated from 0 to 150 degrees, the displacement is gradually increasing. So that means when the cam angle is from 0 to 30, it is 0.3 mm. From 30 to 60 degrees, it is 0.24. From 60 to 90 degrees, it is 0.66. That means till 0 to 150 degrees of cam rotation, the follower is moving in the upward direction and the displacement of the follower is gradually increasing. Then this particular stroke is known as a rise or outstroke. This particular stroke is known as an outstroke. So this is decided by the shape of the contour or the profile of the cam. So the profile of the cam decides. So that means during the cam rotation from 0 to 150 degrees, it is outstroke or rise. And during this particular period, when the cam is rotated from 150 to 180, it's a very negligible, very small amount of displacement is there, and from 180 to 210 degrees also small. So this is a dwell period. So dwell period is a period during which period of rotation of the cam during which the follower will not follow, the follower will not rise, the follower will not have any displacement. So this is a dwell period. That means dwell period is for 60 degrees approximately. And again, if you can observe this, it will observe this during this particular period, the follower is moving in the downward direction. That means follower is returning to its original position. That means from 210 to 240 and from 240 to 270 and 270 to 300. That means 30, 90 degrees is the return stroke. That means during this particular cam rotation, what happens is the follower is following the cam, the follower is following the return stroke. So return stroke. It is following the return stroke. now. And again, if you can observe this, again you can have the dwell period where the appreciable amount, small amount of deformation, the small amount of this displacement is there. So during the again return stroke, after return stroke, you will be having dwell period. Dwell period will be from 300 to 330 and from 330 to 360. Total 60 degrees is the dwell period. See, rise is for 150. So outstroke or rise is 150. Outstroke is 150 and dwell is 60 degrees. So this is approximate. Dwell is for 60 degrees and return stroke is for 90 degrees. And again after return stroke, the follower will be in contact with the cam, and there during that particular period there won't be any follower displacement. Again there would be dwell period. It will be 60 degrees. Total will be 360 degrees. So for 360 degrees, total will be 360 degrees. So for 360 degrees rotation of cam rotation, we are going to observe first 150 degrees it is outstroke. For 60 degrees, after outstroke we will be having dwell period, and for the remaining 90 degrees it will be return stroke, and for the remaining 60 degrees it will be again dwell period. So we are going to observe this phenomena, how this cam rotation, the follower motion could be observed for one particular profile of cam. So the same experiment could be carried out for a circular cam also, any type of cam. So that means the main application of this particular experiment is, so we are going to check what is the application, how when one particular cam is manufactured, we are going to check and we are going to use this particular setup, whether the outstroke angle is this thing or not, whether the dwell angle is this thing or not, whether the return stroke angle is this thing or not, whether again the dwell period is this thing or not. So this is something like a testing procedure would be adopted to check the already made cams could be checked for this particular purpose. So this is how the experiment could be conducted, cam and follower experiment. And if possible, we can find the displacement versus, we can draw a graph on vertical axis, we can take displacement, cam displacement, and x axis we can take cam angle rotation. So we can draw a graph. So we can draw a graph like this. So it will be, now it will be going like this. On vertical axis we can take displacement of the follower, displacement the follower, cam angle on x axis, and initially it will be rise, it will be stationary, and it will be fall down, it will be like this. The graph will be like this. So this is the way the experiment could be carried out.